Hey, yo, what's up, fellas? My life is Resident Evil 7, basically. Fuck the trolls, fuck the sickos. Yeah, let's get into it. No notes, straight off the cuff. We're gonna forget everything. It's gonna be a horrible one. But we roll with it. We got the fake and gay Iran shit. Same as the Venezuela fake and gay or whatever. Actually, it might be real because Israel's involved, but either way, it's pretty gay. Yeah, no, my life is just straight up Resident Evil 7 at this point. Like, you guys know the drill. You know the story. I've told this story 100 times. Like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, I found like a big jug of like in an empty sour cream jug. My grandpa has like 1,000 of them stacked up that he half washes out, and he had like a bunch of garlic in it in the fridge, and there was like 2 or 3 inches of mold, and in like on top of all the garlic, and he's like, it's still good eating, it's good eating. Like, dude, you're 90, like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, it's like he keeps the heat at like 74, 75 all day, and I'm just sweating all the time, and he's sweating, he's dying, he's obese. It's like Resident Evil 7. I sent my friend a video of my, how you like, unless you have a really old fridge, like on the fridge, the little water thing and like the ice cube thing. I sent her a video of me like, you ain't never, hey man, you ain't no shit about the streets if you ain't never lived with your meemaw. And then like I flashed the camera up to like look under it, and it's just like it looked like Resident Evil 7. Like the amount of mold and black plague that, like, I mean, I've known that for a while. It's just there's no point in like trying to clean up at this point, So I've just kind of left it, and when I need ice, I'll open the door and take it straight from the top of the thing. I don't use that thing on the fridge, but it's literally like Las Plagas, Resident Evil 5, goo monster growing in my fucking fridge. And yeah, I mean, there's not an inch of usable space in that kitchen, and I don't know if it's the stress of being a caged animal and being unable to eat when I would like to eat, and also just being like talked shit to all day. It's probably a combination of all of it, but just like being talked shit to, and not being able to eat when I would like to, and then having to only eat Zog slop, and then getting yelled at for, you can't spend all that money on Zog slop. It's like, dude, you're dying, and I don't want to smell it anymore, man. But I don't know, I like not being homeless. It's such a tough thing, because my mom was a stripper, and it's like, am I allowed to hate my grandpa for that? I've never seen an obese person with a well-behaved kid. Someone tweeted that. And, I love him because I like not being homeless, and most of my smarts are because of, him shoving, technology and Legos in my face since before I could fucking talk. And, that was dope or whatever. But, like, all that did was just, like, oh, you scored high on GATE, so now we're going to make your sexy vice principal bully you really bad and fuck your head up and give you brainworms even more than you already have from your stripper mom. It's like, I'm probably just projecting that. Maybe she was just doing her job. Or she was hired by the Rothschild to make my life hell and confuse me. But either way. Yeah, no, it's brutal. I haven't, when I was like a really little kid, and when I first moved in with my dad and he was still partying a lot, I would like dig holes into my scalp, and it would like start bleeding in like, I don't know, like 4th and 5th grade. And I don't know, I was just so stressed out, and all the tweakers like partying in my apartment, and just like the scary adults, they're fucked up and drunk or whatever. And there's like talking to me, and you know, my dad's always talked to me like I'm gonna grow an adult. Even when I was, you know, like 8 years old, I only had a babysitter for like 6 months or something. That's how, you know, not saying you know, people are babied now and you don't need a babysitter at that age, but at the time it was seen as strange. But you know, I was just always talked to like an adult, and it's just fucking weird, man. It's so weird. None of this shit makes any sense to me. And now I'm so stressed out now. I haven't done this in, you know, since 4th grade, just digging holes in my fucking scalp. But it's like I'm truly just a caged rat animal. Like, I was fixing some kind of light bulb the other day for my grandpa, and he's like I just threw the other one down. It didn't break. I just, like, you know, I didn't want to get off the ladder. I set it down, and he's like, what did he say? He's like, oh, you're just freaking out, tweaking, doing his huffing and puffing, boomer, fucking cape shit, retard shit. What are you doing? You need to look at it. Why'd you do that? You need to look and see if it's the same bulb. And I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't think I said shut the fuck up. I was like, all you do is bitch. Like, what are you talking about, dude? What the fuck are you talking about? The bulbs fit the same. They look the same. What are you talking about, bro? Because it's like, I guess when you're such a control freak, sped boy, freakazoid, and you grew up, you know, you've lived with you know, I love my Nana to death, but, you know, you live with someone who grew up in the Great Depression, hoarder days, and you've acclimated to her brainworms as well, and you have your own brainworms, and you're just a spastic control freak, and you physically, you know, when you're 90, you physically can't do a whole lot anymore, but he's still a control freak. And the thing is, like, if this was like 2 or 3 years ago, he's really slowed down lately. Dropping that light bulb would have been an explosion, like screaming fest, like turning bright tomato red, and just screaming his fucking head off at me. But he's just so weak now that he can't do that, and that's, I mean, the main reason I talk shit back. Not that I couldn't beat his ass before, but I just don't. You know, it's hard on the eardrums. My eardrums are kind of fucked from, you know, just blasting dubstep when I was like 9, you know. But, you know, it is what it is. And I somehow spun this back. I told you guys, like, I was pretty sure he wasn't going to leave me a fucking dime. No, I feel like that's bad taste. I probably shouldn't talk about that. Basically, I'm not gonna be, like, fucked, living in a trailer park or, like, homeless anymore. I won't, I think it's bad that, you know, I'm not that I'm, like, a white-collar homo, you know, 1960s LARP, but, I think, I don't need to tell you guys quite everything. You know, most of it, I don't really care, but... yeah, so there's that, and, it's been really strange. Like, I was at my, okay, I don't know if I can record like this, that's pretty loud. I was at my chick's house, and this is how, like, cluttered, hoarder house, disgusting my house is. And, you know, 90 years old, you know, I think he just does it to spite me. I don't even think it's dementia. It's probably both. You know, he'll just fucking move shit around for no reason, like something that's been in the same spot, you know, for 15 years, and he'll just move it randomly. And it's literally, I've never cooked in my girl's kitchen before. I don't know where anything is. I don't know where a single anything is. I've never even used a gas stove before. So I'm like Chat GPT mid cooking, like, if I do this, is it going to set the house on fire? If I spill oil and there's gas, like, are we all going to die? Is the house going to explode? You know, I'm Chat GPT and everything. Trying not to die, trying not to burn down my girlfriend's house. It is literally easier. It is easier to cook at my girl's house than my house. Like, I pull out a fork at my house. There's food still on it. There's mice shit in the fucking drawer. There's like 5 or 6 dirty towels all over the counters. There's only like 10%, 15, maybe 20% usable space in the little corner I have where I clear shit out, and he still just fucking throws fucking shit everywhere like it's Resident Evil 7. And it's just so grotesque and so disgusting. And I buy, even the shit I buy, he'll move around, he'll fuck with. And he's a hoarder, he's a freak, he's a sicko. Something's fucking wrong with him. Your daughter turns into a stripper, something's fucking wrong with you. I mean, lately, he's straight up just been watching porn on his laptop and occasionally the big screen. And it's just really sick, fucked up shit. You could say it's like, oh, you know, he has so little respect for you, or you did something wrong to not respect him. Maybe, you know, it's you've overstayed your welcome. You're in your mid-20s and you still haven't figured it out. It's like, dude, okay, we don't need to go down that route. Long story, I'm fucked up because my mom's fucked up, and you know, I tried to hard max. You know, I did the whole 9 to 5 thing. I was doing 4 or 5 days a week, 8-hour days. I was doing that, and I was like, man, I'm fucking tired. I can't work anymore. Maybe it's because my body's deformed. You know, that was my reasoning. I was like, you know, maybe I go hard max, and, you know, I look aesthetic and it goes well, and I can work, you know, 6 days a week, because that's, you know, that's what my grandpa says. Money's everything. Money equals happiness. Blah, 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 blah. Make money, make money, make money. And, no, the hard max failed. I can barely lift anything. My range of motion in my left arm's really bad. It's fucked. It's fucked up. It's not good. And even now, like, he just resets to default settings every day. I'll be like, hey, you know, I got raped by this surgery. And then the very next day, he'll like be like, hey, you're a lazy fucking loser. You're a fucking loser. You ought to drive a truck for Walmart, you fucking loser. That's what I'd do if I was you fucking loser. And, you know, I basically tell him, like, you know, if I couldn't drive if I couldn't drive my car delivering pizzas for more than 3 months and give up on that just because I'm so fucking tired and exhausted, it's like, how the fuck am I going to drive a truck for Walmart? Like, I'm trying to get disability. Like, why the fuck are you yelling at me? I get it. Like, I wouldn't be spending all your money if you weren't such a disgusting slob. Like, I don't know, get old person fucking help from the state or something. Like, this is fucking disgusting. It's Resident Evil 7 in here. Like, go live in an old folks home. Like, get the fuck away from me, man. Get the fuck away from me. But I guess it's my fault. I should have prepared for this longer ago. But either way, it's just driving me fucking insane. Like, I got welts all over my scalp and shit just from the stress. And I think there's like a shitload of mold in the crawl space, because we have this little thing in the hallway. You can like lift up this part of the carpet and like this piece of wood, and you can see directly down into the crawl space. And there's like last time he did it, there was like a huge tarp down there with like standing water and a salamander dead center in the fucking middle, like kind of floating around. And I was just like, okay, yeah. And my windows are like, I don't know, it's disgusting. I literally my life is Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 5, fucking Black Plague. I'm turning into a fucking sludge zombie. Like, I'm spelling, like, I'm not bad at spelling. I've never been bad at spelling. I'm spelling, I mean, it is also because the iPhone now, is my phone dead? Oh, sick. It is now because the iPhone keyboard's been bugged since like iOS 15 or something retarded. Like I swear it's adaptive. It's not always exactly the same. Like, they have an algorithm or something, so the keys bug out differently every time, so you can't predict it. Because there was one day where it was like, you know, the E key, and I would press directly on the key next to it, and it would activate the E key. And then the next day it's completely different, and like the spot that you press where it bugs out is like, so it's like, okay, I'm dealing with that, but I'm also dealing with Black Plague fucking re7 mold in my brain. And it's like, I'm going to fucking redact it. I'm going to redact it myself, and I can't take it anymore. I have no money to do anything fun. The copes just suck, period now. There's nothing's fun or interesting anyways. But even if I had the money, like, let's say I wanted to play Resident Evil 9. Okay, I have to order a new graphics card. Even if I had the money for it, I'd have to order a new graphics card, and then I'd have to buy the game, and I'd have to load it up, and it would still be, you know, half as quality as RE4 back in 2005. But whatever, the copes still suck. So like, even if I had the money to spend, it would be like, this is still kind of mid. But I don't even have the money to spend on that. You know, I can't even cope that way. This is my only cope, is talking to myself like a fucking sicko maniac. And you know, I tried to join. Dude, I made the worst mistake. I probably killed my channel as well doing this. I had to delete all 3 Overwatch videos. I'm probably going to delete any of the... I have like a few clips left over that I didn't delete from like back in the day, but I'm totally over it. I can't touch Overwatch anymore. It drives me fucking insane. It would be like if you... what's that guy's name? Bobby Fischer, like the chess genius, #1 ever. I mean, I know chess changes like very minute rules with like time, like, you know, timing and all that, but I think the actual main game has not ever really changed. But Overwatch, you know, there's patch notes, there's nerfs, there's buffs, there's new maps, new heroes, new abilities, new bullshit, new gay shit, and it destroys me. It would be like if they turned chess into fucking like softcore checkers, and people were like, "Hey Bobby, you should still play. Why don't you play still?" Because I tried to play with these fucking sickos. I probably shouldn't even talk about it on the channel just to give them the time of day, but it was like one of my Twitter guys. I join his space every once in a while. He seemed like a normal guy, and I joined, and dude, I'm not joking. All these guys had like, maybe it was an elaborate troll they set up on me, and they had done this. I don't think so. I don't think they wanted to start out with an elaborate troll. I think they're just such sicko freaks. All their profile pictures were like gay black men, like half of them, and it wasn't even from like Ricardo, or, you know, something. You guys remember Ricardo, like the good old, back when the gay jokes were Jemmy or like Billy Harrington. But it was just like real sicko shit. And you know, I have 20,000 hours in that game. I don't know how to play it like a fucking normie. Like, I'm just playing how I normally play, and I was wasted and kind of being, I don't know, I guess I was being too into the game, I suppose. But yeah, we hopped off the game, and they were just fucking freaks, man. They're like just rage baiting me, as you know, I was like 20 beers deep and miserable. But yeah, it's just gay. Like, dude, the internet's fucking gay. People are insano freaks now. You know, lockdown and shorts turned everyone into a freak. Like, I'm a pre-shorts American, bro. I'm not a brain rot fucking sicko. I know I have been. You know, I was on Twitter for a long time. I'm off Twitter now, and that's been some of the best thing I've done. But there's just, I don't know. It's brutal, because like, if you want some fresh cope, and let's be real, you can pirate these games, but you need like a separate PC to do it, because if it has a Bitcoin miner, if it's gonna steal your info, you need an entirely separate PC, which is gonna be like, you know, at the very least like $600-$800. And I mean, yeah, then you can pirate every game, but then you need 2 setups. I guess you don't need 2 keyboards. You could just hot swap them, but it's like just total fucking brain worms. Like, you might as well just buy the game, and it's like, okay, $60 for a new game that might not even be good. It's just so boring. And like, the phones are awful. Like, my phone has like a 4-hour charge now. That's awesome. Really cool. Maybe it's just the Reels brain rot. Like, I guess I am watching it quite a bit, but it's like, I don't know. Even if I delete it, my battery is still just... They do it intentionally. I don't know. Everything's gay. I'm going insane, guys. I'm truly, I'm going fucking insane. My girl is just like... I know you guys don't want to hear about that, but I think the strat is, for me personally, to like the lowest costs, highest value, highest time sink, best bang for my buck money is to okay, so there's this new thing that they came out with called Console Kings, which is basically just the Game Battles website, or like CMG. CMG didn't do old gen CODs, so like that was the issue. But this new website, they have Console Kings, and they require you to take clips, and they require you to, like, if you play on 360, you have to stream it. I think they have like a lot of like anti-cheating measures. If someone requests you to hand cam, you have to hand cam. Even though I think in practice they don't really care about keyboarders. Like, there's a lot of keyboarders that just get away with it, but it's always been like that. So, you know, who really cares? Your ass if you can't beat a keyboarder. Like, this guy's keyboarding on console. Are you fucking kidding? I know they get aim assist, and like having a mouse is crazy with aim assist, but it's not a one-to-one mouse feel. You know, you're dragging your mouse through like analog sludge. I don't know how to explain it, but keyboarders on console are, I genuinely don't think it's cheating. Like, you're pretty fucking terrible if you're K-bamming. But yeah, I think I just need to do that, which is like, you know, it's like $10 buy-in, and you know, you can play, like, so if you get in a, like, for example, if I get in a World at War or a COD 4 tournament, or like, I don't like Modern Warfare 2 that much. I'd do a Modern Warfare 3 tournament or a Black Ops 1 tournament, or even BO2. They have like crazy custom games on BO2, but you can cheat super easy on BO2. Either way, let's say Black Ops 1. I play a Black Ops 1 tournament for a $10 buy-in, and they have free ones a lot. So, you know, let's say I do a $10 buy-in. I get anywhere from like 45 minutes if I get knocked out, first best 2 of 3. You know, that's 45 minutes of entertainment. I'm playing with randoms, whatever, it's fine. They have some where you can enter with like your friends, but usually it's just everyone just gets thrown into a big random teams pile, and you just play it out because it's more fun that way. But you know, 45, so it's like 45 minutes to, you know, 2 hours or 3 hours of entertainment for like $10. And it's like some of the most hype shit you can play. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess you can load up a PS2. You can set up like a PS2 disc burner and burn a bunch of games and play a PS2 if you're into single player and all that. But I'm just too like brain melted to do that. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. It's just, I don't have any, if I don't get on this disability, I'm like totally fucked. I'm totally fucked. If they deny me again, I'm just, my life's over. I can't live like this anymore, and I don't really want to be homeless. But I don't know what else to do. It's incredibly, like, you guys can't imagine how incredibly boring this is. And I'm just so sick of eating sludge. I don't want to eat, like, the goy slop. I don't want to eat goy slop anymore. I want to eat real food, and I can't. I mean, I could, but, you know, it's like I got to wear shoes in the kitchen, and I got, you know, if I take out a fork out of the drawer, there's fucking mice shit on it. It's like, I'm good, dude. I don't, you know, when you have to jump through that many hurdles of disgusting horror, you lose your appetite pretty quick. So I'm good on that. I don't want to do that. I can't. I want to be fucking out of here and living with my chick in some shoebox apartment. Like, I don't know. Studios and one bedrooms are kind of the same price. It's just kind of the layout, I think, that's you just have to decide on. But I'm just going insane, guys. I'm going fucking nuts. I can't take it anymore. Like, without Twitter, the thing is, Twitter is good and bad in some ways. Like, it's bad because it's just brain rot, Fox News light for, like, zillennials and millennials and, you know, older Gen Z. It's just Fox News light. And it's just like Aiden Ross TikTok simulator now. Like, you barely even see text tweets anymore. And if you do, they're like the most millennial retard cringe you've ever seen, with like a fake 500,000 likes on it. And, you know, it's good for passing the time, I guess, but just for your overall sanity, it is awful. It's like really bad. It's really, really bad. But I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? I genuinely, I want to know. Like, what do you guys do all day, every day? Like, are you guys, like, the guys that are, I'm not talking about the normies. You know, I know I got some normie watchers, but, like, the neats, the neat bucks, maxers. What do you guys do? Like, there's nothing really to do. I guess I just got to get the neat bucks and everything will kind of work out. But, also, I can't drink anymore. My, getting a DUI is going to be life ruining. So I just left my license at my chick's house, and, I'll take the $100 ticket or $300 ticket, whatever, for not having my license. Rather than, if I have to get a DUI attorney to have my life still be somewhat, because if you don't, your life will be non-functional. If you want your life to stay functional, it's like, that's 10 grand at least. That was back in the day. I mean, it's probably 20 grand now for a good DUI attorney, lawyer, whatever. And I just don't feel like having my life ruined over that. So everywhere, ever since they made cigarettes 21 plus, everywhere cards now like a maniac. Like, you have to card, like, 70-year-olds at your job, like, no matter what, or you get in trouble. Kind of retarded, but it's also useful for me because now it's like my hands are totally washed clean. I don't, because when I get like super duper bored or super duper lonely, I'll just get super trashed and spurg out, and like it's just not good. I don't know. Usually sometimes I can have like a 6-pack and call it, but a lot of the times I'll drink like 20 beers, and I just wake up feeling awful. I drove back to the store to get cigarettes or whatever, and it's like I can't. Well, I would never do that because drinking and driving is illegal. But I mean, like, someone who would do that, it just would feel really bad. It's like, what's worth the risk? It's not worth the risk. But to have to sit there and eat your feelings and not be able to like drink at all, or not even be able to enjoy a movie, like, that's gonna be hell. I don't want to do that. But better than losing my license forever, or like a year, or whatever it is now. Fucking, you'll give a paraplegic a license, but if I want to drink a 6-pack and go drive, that's whatever. You can give women a license. You can give Asian women a license. You can give Mexican women a license. But me as a white man, let's say I have 150 IQ. You can give an 84-person IQ a license, but if you can give an 150 IQ guy a license and 6 beers, and all of a sudden it's illegal, you're fucking gay. You're fucking gay. Oh man, society is prison, truly. What do you guys think about the Iran shit? Because like half the country, it started in the 80s. We started getting all these foreigners just dumped here. People talk about the Indian thing like it's a new problem, but we've had the Indian thing just in different flavors. Has been a problem since like the late 70s, early 80s, of just like all these foreigners flooding our country. And oh, you're an illegal, but your kid was born here, so that makes him a red-blooded American. You're fucking gay. You're fucking gay. Get the fuck out of my face with that shit, you fucking idiot. You stupid retard. Okay? You are a OG. You're either a white person or an Italian, which is close enough, or you're an OG season 1 slave from back in the day, and you're at this rate, you're a red-blooded American too. Or you're not fucking American, okay? I don't care if you're Guatemalan and you have your kid on U.S. soil. You're not fucking American. You're Guatemalan. Get the fuck away from me. I don't care if you're anything that's not white. Get the fuck away from me. You can't contribute to a meaningful society Like, if you're an OG fucking black guy, whatever, you can be here too. But, like, anyone else, get the fuck away from me. Why do we have to pretend? Like, you think if we go to war with Iran, half our country is illegal at this point, you know? They came here in the 80s, and they have, 3 or 4 or 5 retarded kids, and white people have been having 1 or 2 kids since then. And it's like half the country is white and over 65, or like totally illegal. Like, even if they were technically born here, there's some mystery goop goblin, like, not an actual red-blooded American. Like, if you drafted them, they'd be on the next flight back to Guatemala. They don't give a fuck about America, and they just come right back after the war was over anyways. So what? Let's say that's like, what, we have like 50 million. Let's see, there's 330. Half of that is ancient, old, 65 plus, or ethnic that's not going to fight for this country. So what? Then you have 150 million, cut that in half. That's 70 million males. And then, let's say that, because they don't draft past like 25, right? Or 26, something like that. So like 26 to 65. So let's say there's like 30 million military-aged fighting young men in this country, and it's like you've just like tortured them with public school and Ritalin and antidepressants and Xanax, and busted out retarded whores. You let the culture and society make all their wifeable women just turn into godless harlots, and you think they're gonna go die for this country? Are you fucking insane? Hell no, bro. Save that shit for the birds. Like, you're fucking crazy if you think anyone in their right mind is dying for this country. There's no way in hell. You know what? No, we don't have a country anymore. We have an economic zone where we're discriminated against the most because we're white. That's just how it is. And what do you do after that? What do you do? I mean, let's say we actually go to war with Iran. No one's going to fight. Like, we would rather be shot by at least I would rather be shot by our own people than I would make them do it, rather than go and fight some retarded war with people halfway across the world I don't give a fuck about, And if they can't make anyone go, what the fuck are they gonna do? I mean, is Israel just gonna get, like, if Saudi Arabia and Iran and Iraq and Baghdad and Afghanistan and all those countries are just like come together and they're like, okay, yeah, let's glass Israel, and America can't put troops on the ground. I mean, I know they can do Navy and like tanks and jets and stuff like that, and drones, a lot of drones. I don't think with all the money in the world you couldn't rig that Iron Dome big enough to defend Israel. And like, even with all the military power, if you have 200, 300, 400 million people just ready to glass these people off the planet, they're 10 million, and you can have all the military whatever in the world, they're gonna break through. Like, I don't think there's anything they can do about it. So I don't know, that's kind of a clear pill. Not that I would like want them to. I love our overlords. I love that all my women are clapped out and have tapestries and are killing themselves. Then all my friends are killing themselves, and that my potential was ruined because certain things that were vaxes I was injected with, or media mind control torture made by them. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was a grand old time. Yeah, I didn't want to be reading anything nourishment wise. I wanted to be watching Superbad when I was 9 years old. That's what I wanted. And and smoking weed when I was like, in 5th grade. That's what real nourishment's about. I like the society they've created. It's just super cool, super cool. I like getting to high school and I'm unable to get a job or get a license, and some senior chud is driving around in his $80,000 truck, and by the time I'm allowed to get a license, oh, you were drunk. You were drunk at a party and didn't run away from the cops, and you just sat there and smoked a cigarette. Oh, you aren't allowed to drive for a year. And that means you're not allowed to get a job. You're not allowed to have a license. That means no girlfriend. That means total depression, incel, super, like, even if I didn't get caught drinking, like, you still hit the same, like, roadblock barriers unless you're some giga rich yuppie. Like, there's no middle class yet. I was talking to this fucking idiot. I should tag him. Like, he needs to watch this video so he can understand. His name's like Halo Classic Commentaries or something. He's like some what do you call it? He's like a school cell retard. He teaches like middle school or something. And I was like, dude, you make 75K. Like, he had a bunch of horrible videos. He had one good one, and then I went down the rabbit hole of his channel, and the rest of them were just like 0 IQ school teacher takes. And it's like, bro, you work 180 days a year for 75,000 a year plus, maybe 90,000, who knows, depending on the district and whatever. And you're pretending like you're some white collar, like, badass 1960s man. Like, he's the way he talks, he thinks he's getting a company car. You don't have a fucking company car, bro. It's not 1960. Like, Uncle Sam pays your mortgage, bro. You don't know what real life is. You're in some like rich yuppie cul-de-sac bubble, because the upper class still exists. I mean, there's no middle class at all, but the upper class still exists, and you can kind of buy your way away from the poors. But increasingly, the poors are reaching farther out, and they have to move farther and farther away until eventually the upper class won't exist. And people like this just irritate me so bad, because it's, America's just an economic zone. They don't see past their own fucking nose. And they just, even if they're only 40 or 35, they just have the same boomer mentality of fuck you, I got mine. And it's just gay. It's just worthless. Like, I don't, what do you even do anymore? Everyone's so fucking useless and spineless and like can't see in between the lines at all. It's just, it's awful. I don't know where I was going with that. I forget where I started with that, but it's just gay. Everything's fucking gay, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll see you guys next time.